Cadillac's hit music station, 1079 CDY. For many years, we have been proud to be a sponsor of a great basketball tournament that has helped many, many families in their time of need in the Cadillac area. We're doing it again this year, and Eric Richards is the organizer of said basketball tournament, and he is here with us right now to pass along some thank yous and talk about the beneficiary of this year's 3-on-3 basketball tournament. It's Eric Richards. Good morning, Eric.
Good morning, Rich.
How are you, buddy?
I'm great. How are you?
Fantastic. Let's talk about what's going on. Give us the when, where, and why.
Okay, the Temple Hill 3-on-3 charity basketball tournament takes place tomorrow, Saturday, May 6th, at Temple Hill Baptist Church, which is 1601 West Division Street. This year, we are benefiting the Joint family. Erin had a rare stomach cancer, but she just found out like 2 weeks ago, praise God, that it's gone. She's been eating some foods and doing some things, and whatever she's doing worked because they scanned and they didn't find anything. So that's awesome. But she still has a lot of medical bills, and that's what we're trying to help her take care of.
When we saw Adam and Erin in here just a couple of months ago, there was some real concern about her health at the time. So this is wonderful news.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys have saw the video that we posted way back, but she had mentioned in the video that she didn't know if this was going to be her last Christmas, and that she had an emotional breakdown on Christmas Day because of that, because she's looking at her kids and she doesn't know she's going to be here next year. And, you know, you and I sitting here can't imagine feeling that, don't have any idea what that would even feel like. You know, so for her to get this news, you know, I was doing a wedding. I'm a registered minister, and I was doing a wedding, and the wedding had just got done, and I got this text message, and I'm looking at it, and people are walking back down the aisle after they were married, you know, and I'm sitting there, and I have tears in my eyes, and people are like, "What's wrong with him? He's a pretty emotional guy, you know. He's pretty happy. He just married these people," and that wasn't it at all. I mean, one of my close friends' wife, and Erin now has become a good friend of mine through this process. She's healed, and it's miraculous, and it's an amazing thing.
But even though this treatment is no longer ongoing, as you mentioned, medical bills still piled up during the treatment, so this is going to be still a huge help for the joints.
Yes, you know, and this year we had a record-setting year as far as money being made. We're really close to the $10,000 mark.
Oh, isn't that fantastic?
Which is 30.
And the tournament hasn't even been played yet.
Right, which is $3,400 more than any tournament we've ever had before. I still have some bills to pay, player shirts to pay, and stuff like that before, but it's going to be real close to about $10,000. Isn't that just awesome? Isn't Cadillac just a magnificent place to live?
It's what I love about living here, is people give and give and give.
And speaking of givers, I want to just nail off these sponsors right now.
Please do.
I have so many. We're going to start with my church, Temple Hill Baptist Church. They have the tournament. They hold the tournament there, which is awesome. Trendy Artist does all my design work. Creative Embroidery. Man, Cadillac, you are so blessed to have a company like Creative Embroidery. Again, this year, Shelly's come through. She gave the family some free jackets and hoodies and stuff just give it to them. Then on top of that, she donated 50 T-shirts. Here's 50 T-shirts, sell them and give the money to the family. I mean, how awesome is she? And then she gives me a great deal on the players' shirts, and she is just, I mean, that company and Shelly Workman, you are just an amazing lady, and I love you.
And I do have to insert into this, Creative Embroidery did the hoodies that all of our digital media production students are wearing, and more than 70 of them were done. Gave us a great deal. The ISD we now have 70 plus digital media production students who are out there wearing that advertisement for our program. And she did a wonderful job. So thank you, Shelly, very much.
Shelly and Nikki and Ray and Karen, you guys are amazing at what you do. But continuing down the list, 1079 CDY, obviously, for the free airtime you give me, which is amazing in itself.
Pleasure to do it. We're happy, always.
For the Love of Zachary, which is, again, the McNutt family giving back. The Cadillac After Hours Clinic, Munson Cadillac Critical Care, Kel Graphics, Proctor Logging Incorporated, Serendipity, Greg Bosher, who's a realtor, Cadillac Surveillance and Technology Services, the Training Mask, S-Block Construction, Bit Social Media took care of all my website issues this year, which was awesome of them to do. Inland Lakes Machine, this is where I work. This is where I actually make my money. And you want to talk about an awesome company. The owners of this company, not only did they sponsor, they gave me money, but they let me leave when I have to go pick up sponsor checks and do other things for the tournament. And, we're busy right now, and I got to take a half a day Friday off, and they probably want me to work Saturday, but they understand what I'm trying to do, and they support it. And, I just couldn't ask for better people to work for, supporting me and allowing me to do this, giving me the time off to do this, because I do take a lot of time off because of this. And Carl, Spencer, Rich, Trent, you guys are awesome. I appreciate you so much. The Greater Wexford chapter of Medical Assistants, Jody and Sue Russell own a company called Brownberry, which is a bread company. News Transport LLC, In-Laws Farms, Blossom Boutique, and I got to give a shout out to Jamie Prince. This isn't the first time. This is like the third or fourth time she's sponsored this tournament, and she is now opening a store in Reed City. Opened actually yesterday, Thursday. Magnolia Boutique and Gifts. If you're in Reed City, if you're from Reed City, you have to go support this awesome business. It's a woman's high class and very, very modern clothing store. She gives back to the community. So you're blessed to have her in Reed City. So please visit her store, keep her busy. You're going to want to buy her clothes. She's just has a great eye for fashion. She's just a super awesome lady. Above and Beyond Screen Printing, Jen took over the auction for me this year. Did a fantastic job. We'll get to that in a minute. AC Tent Rental, Mike Griffin. Every year, the guy comes through. This year, he got me sponsors. He sponsors every year. Just Mike's an amazing guy. Cares about the community. Cares about this tournament. Rustic Treasures, Rustic Furniture, and the Sofa and Sleep Shot in Houghton Lake. Caps Coins out of Clare. CC Land Surveying Incorporated. Extreme Carpet and Upholstery Cleaning, which is Matt Clark. He's a friend of mine. He started this business. He wanted to help out, and this is a good way for him to get his name out there, he thought. So thanks, Matt. Cadillac Java and Java 2. Able Cooling and Heating. Trent Kurt, who is a salesman at Don's Auto Clinic, goes to our church, wanted to help the family out. Awesome of you to do this, Trent. Inglewright Construction and Woodworking and Inglewright Captioning. They also go to our church. They also wanted to help out, this family. DK Design Group, love you guys every year. You guys donate more than the sponsorship amount, and I appreciate you for that. XL Driver Testing and Training. Brooks Business Solution, which is a new sponsor this year, and they, Jeff is a great guy, also goes to my church. He donated way over the sponsorship fee. Rosa Blanca, which is an awesome pizzeria here in town over on the west side. Pizza is great, people. Check it out. And then Big Rapids WWTP out of Big Rapids. Just thank you so much, sponsors. You guys are a huge part of what I do. And I honestly, without you guys, I'm nothing. This doesn't happen. And I'm humbled at your generosity and your caring. And thank you so much for supporting me this year and supporting the joint family who are truly in need of financial support right now. So thank you all so very, very much.
So now that we've covered all the sponsors, the big tournament is tomorrow. How can folks help going forward?
Well, at this time, I'm still looking for a ref.
Okay.
Which is vital.
Yes.
We have one, Kevin Gregory, bless your heart, every year. He does this for me, and he does a fantastic job. But we had a ref had to cancel at the last minute on Tuesday because of family obligations. So right now, as it is, I'm going to be stuck reffing. And if anybody understands how running an event is, to be stuck on a court and not be able to handle and manage other things happening, which something is always happening, it's very difficult. So if you know basketball and you feel like you could donate, 5-6 hours, please get a hold of me at 231-878-2589. If you can just show up and just maybe spell me for a couple hours, that'd be great also. Everything else is taken care of. Deb Trowbridge and Sue Russell are handling the kitchening duties, and Aaron's entire family, are doing all the scorekeeping, and they're helping me clean up and they're helping me set up, So they're involved. They're very thankful. They send me text messages all the time how grateful they are, and I'm just like, thank Cadillac. Cadillac's amazing. I'm just a big dumb animal with an idea, and that idea.
You're a lot more than that, my friend.
But that idea doesn't happen without support, and I get it from Cadillac. So, and then Amanda Nelson, bless your heart, she's driving from Traverse City to do about an hour of work with registering the teams, which is just something that you have to be able to multitask and make decisions really quick on the fly. Because, people say, oh, what's the big deal registering teams? Well, when you have 10 teams there, that's 40 people, and they all want to register all at once, you're busy, and you got to handle a lot of questions. So, and this year we have 18 teams. So you can imagine how busy she's going to be. So, Amanda, bless your heart, and thank you very, very much.
Awesome. Time and location for this one more time, Eric.
The tournament is going to start at 8:30 a.m. with the 50 and older bracket, and then the open division will begin shortly after that at 11. It's at my church, Temple Hill Baptist Church, 1601 West Division Street, tomorrow, Saturday, May 6th. Come out, buy a hot dog. We're going to have food there. I'm going to have T-shirts for sale for $15. All the money, everything's been donated, so all the money made in concessions, it's all going to the joint family. Every single nickel. So if you want to help out, please come buy a hot dog, buy a bratwurst, buy a hamburger, buy a Gatorade, buy a pop, buy a T-shirt. Come and support us and say hi and check out the basketball tournament, because there are some good teams again this year, and it's good basketball. It really, if you're a fan of basketball, this is the tournament to come to watch, because every year, and I don't know why, I'm thankful, very thankful, because to have to sit there and watch a basketball tournament all day, if I had to watch a bunch of people who didn't know how they were doing, it would be very boring for me. But a lot of times we have on more than one occasion Division I college basketball players coming back and playing in this tournament, and that's amazing. That's amazing. I don't know if that happens in any other small tournaments like this. And I don't know why it happens here, but it happens, and I'm thankful.
It's the Cadillac thing.
It could be
to the Cadillac thing.
Yeah, and that's awesome. So come watch them play. It's free to get in. Just come if you're bored Saturday. Come on down, and like I said, buy a Gatorade, buy a pop, buy a hot dog, and you're supporting the cause. Buy a T-shirt, and come ref a few games for me so I can have a hot dog and a Gatorade.
Well, once again, Eric, thank you for taking this idea that started, 6-7 years ago, if not more?
Yeah,
right?
6 years ago. Yep.
6 years ago. And just making it bigger and better every year. And it's all thanks to the sponsors and the people who step up and say, we love what you're doing. And that's the reason why we have you in here, because we love what you're doing, and we love giving people who are bettering our community a chance to talk about what they're doing. So, Eric, thank you very much.
Thank you, Rich, and thank you, sponsors, once again. You guys were amazing this year. Thank you so very much.
Temple Hill Baptist Church 3-on-3 benefit tournament is tomorrow at Temple Hill on Division Street. Eric Richards, once again, thank you very much.
Thank you, Rich.
More coming up on 107.9 CDY.